Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another ranked gameplay video. I'm recording this all in post-commentary because my roommate had somebody over and I did not want to disturb their movie, so I didn't want to. I wasn't speaking at the time. I wasn't speaking live, so this is all recording in post, which means I've already played the game. This is not live recording vocally, but it does mean something. It does mean I can tell you that this game is worth watching. And thank darn goodness, because I'm getting sick and tired of ranked right now. And I know I complain about this every single ranked game for like the last 5. I'm sure you guys are more than sick and tired of it. But like the RNG I've been getting has been ridiculous. Today, this is my 4th game I tried recording today. First one was Consort, died pretty early on, lost. Second game was Werewolf, didn't win. I was Werewolf, of course, so of course I didn't win. Got caught night 2 by a sheriff randomly. It was pretty interesting, actually. And then my 3rd game was a medium where I died night 1. And I get a lot of flack for posting games where I died night 1. I know that. So I was like, all right, we're not keeping that one. 4th game is a charm, apparently. Although this I'm playing Mafioso, which is a terribly boring role. You all know this. Like I said, it's just 3 evils in 1 town. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know how I keep rolling evils right now, but it's miserable as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know why neutral killing. Enough of this. Hat the sheriff is down, and I'm not quite sure what I'm claiming yet. I don't want to claim a super obvious one. I could claim sheriff still. I'm considering claiming sheriff. I'm not going to claim Vet Mafioso because I'm going to be a little bit suspicious. And also, you may have missed it, but no, you, our godfather, actually claimed Vet night 1, which I was like, okay, whatever, man. And here I have a sheriff claim ready to go. I'm thinking that might be a decent one, but I'm like thinking about it, like, there may be something else I can do here because Hat the Sheriff investigated me night 1. They investigated me. Guess what? I'm Mafioso, and I'm gonna show up as Mafioso too. I'm gonna show up as Mafia. So I'm getting ready to CC the potential of there being a medium. So if there is a medium claim tomorrow, I'm gonna buy as much time as I can by saying that they are the executioner and they need to be executed or not believed, and I'm gonna CC their medium claim, right? So I'm kind of trying to skip ahead and say, I don't know which one I'm gonna confirm yet. I'm either gonna go with the sheriff claim or I'm gonna go with the medium claim. It depends on if tomorrow another medium pops up or not. More or less, that's what I'm thinking. I'm preparing both though in the off chance. Now, for some reason, Giles claims spy, and immediately Sylvanus is pushing on them. Immediately there's push for it's not Giles, it's Giles, like a J. I don't know. Immediately there's a push on Giles, and this isn't good. I mean, I'm gonna not push this for as long as I humanly possibly can because that's our buddy. That's somebody we would like to stay alive. Number 1 DCs or leaves the game or whatever it might be the case for them. I do not know. We do know that there's a serial killer. We do know that it's us as well. 12 is SK, says Saw or Consig. All right, well, there you go. Pirate is SK. Now, don't sell them out yet. And I mean this too. You do not want to kill off your neutral killing too early as Mafia because you want to use it at a convenient time that's going to help you get closer to majority. That's always when you want to use it. So, I'm preparing a will now at this point just to kind of see where we're going. I'm making sure I'm selecting the same target that my godfather is to make sure that one of us is, if one of us is roadblock, the other one does attack. Unfortunately, our target was in jail, which is a bummer, and Remy is dead. So no deaths from us today. This guy is the person who DC'd. That's some bad news bears for us that we didn't get 2 kills tonight, and heck, if SK got a kill too, it would have been really nice. This, however, is the sheriff, all right? The sheriff that DC'd. Now, I'm not quite sure what to do here at this point with my medium claim. I have an idea, and forming in the back of my mind, geez, I really hope that people forget the Remy DC'd, and that's how they died, because I'd like to make a play here, but I can't make it off of Hat the Sheriff. I have to make it over Remy, and I'm thinking about it. But there's a lot of people are claiming Sheriff, which is good. Spy would show disguise if there was one, is what I'm saying, because there's talk about maybe there being a disguiser in the Sheriffs. I'm trying to kind of push some pressure out here, and Pyre says Remy was quit. So So I don't know quite where my play is yet, but I know that we have to push to get majority. It's how Mafia wins, is by pushing to get majority. So there's a push now on Giles. It's confirmed by 2 different sheriff claims right now, which is really hard to not push against. And I decide, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go with the medium claim. I cannot do a sheriff claim because a sheriff claim at this point, with there being 4 other sheriff, 4 total sheriff claims. 4 of which are legit from what we can tell, is pretty interesting. Now, I'm asking Williams, I can't remember what I was talking to Williams about, to be quite honest. Someone tried to BM me. Oh, how do you know that there's a blackmailer, is what I said, or something along those lines. And that's what he said back to me. So, and he was jailed last night while we were attacking him. I don't know why. Now, our blackmailer did not visit him in jail. Our blackmailer visited last night 9 to keep them quiet in case they investigated him, which indeed they did. We have to go ahead and annex this one. Now, this is interesting because No You Innos, they claimed Vet Night one, if you remember, and Gucci Gang Innos as well. So now I happen to know that 12 is the pirate, No You is the Godfather, and the Gucci Gang is either neutral evil or their town. And so everybody's going to show up as NS. And so I'm okay with them checking them instead of them checking me, right? That's really the play that I'm trying to make here. I want to make sure they're checking them instead of me. TP on Sheriff, I say, to try to pull off the potential of there being TP on Jailer in case we're trying to kill a Jailer here today. And I'd like to kill the Jailer here today. I'm checking up to see if there's anybody else calling for TP or soft claiming for TP, and I don't see anything particularly. There's a couple quiet people, though, that I'm willing to go for a kill on because of the fact that they're quiet. Now, Star is getting investigated by our consig, and we know that Pirate is the SK. I'm a little bit worried here because we got our Godfather in jail. If they're on to us, this could get bad really, really quickly here. And so I'm trying to figure out what is a play I can make to give us the power here to make it through. And it's going to depend a little bit on what happens today. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to hope that people forget Remy Bad actually left the game, because that is what legit happened here. And if it gets pointed out, it's quite possible that I am as good as dead. But I'd really like to try to get the pirate killed, the SK killed today. And I really don't have to be right. If I get them killed and I die tonight, it's not the end of the world with some help of the neutral killing. Now, if you think back to the blackmailer, they didn't visit the jailed person, William Hobbs. We attacked him. He wasn't blackmailed, though. So because the blackmailer visited William Hobbs, though they didn't claim it, I'm assuming there is, in fact, a witch in the game. Now, Saw is whispering to Stars. That may be something indeed. Our consig whispering to somebody, and we think there could be a witch. Interesting indeed. So I'm claiming medium. I'm claiming that the sheriff said that the Rimibald, the pirate, is the SK, and nobody calls me out on the fact that Rimibald DC'd. Pirate goes, okay, so I'm SK, but Town, look, you hang me, you lose. So I lucked out so much here. I didn't know if I wanted to make the play or not because we know that Rimibald DC'd, and although I thought it was worth risking myself at this stage in the game to get them killed, the SK that is, whether I got killed today and they got executed tonight, would have given us a chance still of getting the game won, whereas keeping them alive right now seems like it's more dangerous than good for us, especially since it seems like we may have found the witch. We have some power now to make things in our court. So I'm feeling a little bit confident now. In fact, now that he's admitted that he is the SK, I'm supremely confident that this is the right play. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a silly play. It was risky because it was obviously fake. But to sell out the SK, I think it may have been worth it. And I hope that it was worth it. And we're going to find out if it was indeed worth it. So, Gucci Gang innos this for who knows what reason. They're not with us as far as I can tell. They're not the SK. We know that for sure. And I think, based upon the whispers that are happening today, that Stars is the witch. It's possible that it's not the case, but it looks like that. Gucci GF says, Savanas, you're just... I think this could be a throw by Gucci Gang, but I'm not sure. They did earlier on defend our blackmailer as well, saying like this is legit. So I don't know. I think that this is a troll. So Saw says it confirms for us that 5 is in fact Witch, which is great. We need to kill off the jailer, says I. And I'm trying to think now. Fainted claims that they are sheriff. Sylvanas claims that they are a sheriff as well. William Hobbs, I don't remember seeing anything for. Shelbin hasn't claimed. Stars Gucci Gang could be jailer, but it would be really weird. I'm hoping they get jailed and executed tonight. Shelbin and William Hobbs seem like the ones we want to check out tonight. I think we got a 50-50 of finding the jailer. I asked to see if anybody else thinks that I'm wrong. They say 13 is probably the jailer. Hey, that sounds peachy keen to me. So, if we kill off the jailer today, we know that none of us were jailed. The SK is down. It was, like I said, it was a really rough play to make. I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. I was hoping people just were too blood hungry to kill the SK to question me. And even if I did end up being killed, I was hoping that we'd still be able to have the Godfather take care of business with the help of the witch at the end and get the serial killer killed at night, perhaps. Would have been perfectly fine for me as well. Or even if I died at night, I think it would have been worth it to get the serial killer down at the time. But luckily, I wasn't jailed, and I really think that this win is primarily due to bad town plays. I don't think that Mafia wins anymore in Ranked without town playing poorly. A decent town will always, I think, rock a good Mafia. Unless you get some really weird RNG stuff with arsonists killing certain roles or certain roles dying early because they didn't claim or whatever. Sylvanas now says Saw is Mafia. We do know that. And I say that spy was basically a throw. And I do believe he actually was a throw. William Hobbs now claiming that they are the vigilante. There's our TK legit out now. I'm glad that Shelbin was the jailer. And that there was no veteran. If Shelbin was vet, that could have been very ugly indeed. We could have lost that game pretty easily, I think. Now, with the witch, we have majority. And this is indeed true. We've got to go ahead and figure out who it is we want to murder tonight. And as far as I'm concerned, we can murder anybody we feel so inclined to murder. Now, there's a little bit of inkling in the back of my mind that's like, we gotta be careful because neutral evils don't always vote with anybody that they feel like they want to vote with. And I remember a couple times pop into my head as to what has happened. Now, I honestly think that we should leave William Hobbs alive and kill 8 or 9, and then use the other person to 100%, use the witch to kill the other person. So if we killed like 9 today or 8 today, we could have the witch control 10 into 9 tonight. And I'm saying that to our Mafia member, just saying, if we want, we could just inno this and end this all tonight, which would save some time. Savannah says rotation is neutral evil. I was like, yeah, witch claims I am witch. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Not worth the risks. Okay, I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of trust this witch. They seem to play pretty okay. And fainted maybe Mafia. Fainted guilties, which is funny. Now, Stars asked me which Mafia is Mafioso. They're thinking we could try to kill them and kill off the witch and just get a win without the witch. Now, I don't play that way, but I get what their concern is. But I have the same concern too. So I whispered to them, and I saw, because it's the first one that came to mind. I should have whispered, no, you. I wanted to make sure that I was in control tonight, because my hope is that I'm a little bit concerned about the possibility of Witch going for a Witch-only win, which I think is technically, mathematically impossible with the Godfather still alive, but I don't want to risk it, so I just told them that Saw was the consig, or that Saw was the Mafioso. Now, was that a little bit of a silly play? Am I maybe creating some animosity? Probably, but we had no plans of attacking the witch anyway. I just wanted to limit as much as possible the likelihood of us losing, because it's been so long since I've gotten a darn win in Ranked, and especially long since I've gotten a win as evil, which I always seem to roll right now in Ranked. Sylvanas is killed, although I was controlled, so Saw knows that I lied. But it doesn't even matter now anyway. We have majority even without the witch. But they did actually go ahead and control me anyway, which I don't blame them at all. I don't know what the point of killing a witch that was helpful would be for Mafia, but I suppose so. So Star says you lie, which is yes, I did indeed, and that's who we're killing anyway. So I saw his consig. So I'm just saying, like, I didn't know what your purpose was for asking, so I didn't want to just go ahead and claim Mafioso. You gotta forgive me for being a little bit concerned. Just like I forgive you for, like, you could have not controlled us, you know, and trusted us, but you didn't trust us and I didn't trust you. So I think what's fair is fair. Neither of us trusted the other one in this particular case, and I don't think technically they could have gotten the win as witch only, because they would have ran out of people to use to kill with William Hobbs the vigilante dead. They would have had to have kept the vigilante alive while also keeping us from killing them. It would have been interesting. So I don't think technically they could have actually done a witch only win, but I just was like, I don't want to take any risks, 0 risks, which is why last night I should say, I insisted on killing Sylvanas, because although Fant had also claimed Sheriff, we 100,000,000% knew that Sylvanas was Sheriff. We did not entirely know what Fainted was, although we know what we think that they were. So, man. And along this game went. This game felt like it lasted forever, guys. I'm so tired of being evil in Ranked. I just feel like I almost want to quit Ranked just to do Ranked practice so I can have scrolls at least. No uses. I can't believe everyone fell for my vet claim. I don't know if anybody actually fell for your vet claim. You just seemed kind of silly in the beginning. To me, I would have checked you. But even if you were checked, you were Godfather. So if you're gonna make those weird plays, I guess Godfather is the one to make them with, and hope there's not an investigator. But then again, claiming outright vet night 1 or day 1 is a occasional tactic used by legit vets that keeps people away from visiting early on in the game. This was a game with 4 sheriffs, which is ridiculous, and definitely helped us kind of keep some weird pressure going. I don't know how my medium claim with that worked to get the serial killer killed. If they just pointed that out, I think I could have had a much rougher time getting the lynch. I just wanted to make sure that serial killer died at that point. Whether it was during that day, or whether it was during that night, didn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Much love. Peace.